Gorilla Monsoon. And this, my friends, is Bobby the Brain Heenan. Hello again and welcome once again to Primetime Wrestling, where we feature the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. And of course, this week, no exception, some tremendous matches lined up. Cowboy Ace Bob Orton taking on Tito Santana in single competition. And of course, our feature, big tag team match. We're featuring the former World Tag Team Champions, Nikolai Volkov, the Iron Sheik, against what I consider to be one of the top teams, the Hart Foundation.
I don't care anything about that. I have a statement to make, and I want you to understand.
What's this? What's the...
I'm going to get to this. This is an H. Doesn't stand for Heenan, Hollywood. It stands for host. Now, last week when I was on here, I had a sports coat hand-tailored by Vincent of Beverly Hills for me to wear as host on primetime. I had on the back of it the lettering H-O-S-T, and for you humanoids out there, that spells host. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do nothing malicious. I tried to get my point across. Somehow during the program,
wait a minute. You insinuating that I did something to you?
Nobody else was out here.
Did I lay a hand?
No, you didn't, but Gorilla's got long arms. And you were out here with me. There was no one else out here. So all day long, I don't know when it happened, but I kept turning around. There's a big zero on my back. Well, I'm not a zero. I'm Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Better check with Mr. Magic. Something
Mr.
happened
Magic,
to you.
I'm watching you. I don't want to be embarrassed by anybody. I come out here out of the kindness of my heart to try to add something to professional wrestling. Try to tell it like it is.
That's what we want you to do. We want you to contribute something.
Host. You see that? Host.
At least you showed up on time this week. First match coming up this week from the Boston Garden, Leaping Lanny Poffo taking on Notorious Mr. X. Let's go to the ringside right now.
I'm not turning around. I'm watching you.
You're not turning?
This match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First from parts unknown, weighing 228 pounds, Mr. X. His opponent from Downers Grove, Illinois, weighing in at 249 pounds, Leaping Lanny Poffo. And Mr. Poffo has a poem which he would like to recite for this evening.
Lord Alfred Hayes is teaming up with his partner Gorilla Monsoon, and the wrestling fans rely on every word. We're in the Boston Gardens. It's the very happy home of the Celtics and a man named Larry Bird.
Oh, Larry Bird, indeed. Poet laureate of the World Wrestling Federation, Leaping Lanny Poffo in this World Wrestling Federation matchup against Mr. X.
Yes, and Lanny Poffo, isn't he just an incredible character? If you took a slice of the people in wrestling, or the wrestlers themselves, you cover practically every part of the social strata there is, of the intelligentsia, and the dummies as well.
Truer words were never spoken. Leaping Lanny, late here in the past month and a half or so, put on about 20, 25 pounds and all in the right places. He really looks good.
He's bulking up well, isn't he? He's looking so good. Such a supple wrestler. He is, without a doubt, the most supple wrestler I've ever seen.
Well, I can go back in time, your lordship, and think of another guy who, the Rubber Man he was called years ago.
I heard about him. I never ever saw him. I was in Europe at that time and he was here.
He did some strange things inside the ring. You could put a wrist lock on him or a toe hold or anything, and he'd just bend right out of it. It's just unbelievable.
Well, there was a good example there by Poffo. He had him in a headlock, and somehow or other he arched his back, came right over the back of him and wound up in that hammerlock.
Mr. X going for the ropes and makes it. Why on earth, Alfred, does anyone go in the ring with a mask on? Why? Other than to hide their identity, of course.
Well, no, I think there's a lot more to it than that, you know, because you know and I know that often we've looked into the face of an adversary to see if there's pain there or if he thinks he's in sight of victory, and sometimes you can do something about that. If the man has a mask on, there is no telegraphing of his feelings at all. It's you just cannot tell what he's thinking or trying to do.
Well, that's a plus, but a minus to me has got to be that it's so hard to breathe inside that mask, and you lose most of your peripheral vision. You know, when you take those things into consideration, you know, weighing those against the advantages, I think they're outweighed a little bit. Of course, who knows? He may be wanted somewhere. You know.
Do you think that's a possibility?
I don't know.
You mean by the police?
Well,
or do you think an irate husband might be looking for him?
Everything is possible. Mr. X was very successful here earlier on in the World Wrestling Federation and accumulated quite a win streak.
Yes, he did put together a very good winning record, and the bubble hasn't burst. It's just that he did drop a couple of decisions here and there that were very, very important ones, but now, tonight, once again, it's one of those make or break efforts. If he can beat Poffo, then he's really going to establish himself again.
Front face lock forces Mr. X back into the corner. Right hand. Right to the jaw area.
You see, now there is an example there. You can't really tell whether that man is hurt or not. He's got a mask on, and although he's making those actions as if he might be hurt, he may be feigning that, and there's nothing to tell of.
Absolutely true. Complaining to the referee about the clenched fist. Oh, there's a couple of your own. How's that? That evens the score up. Reverse now, hard in. Oh, look at this. Reverse backward roll up into a head scissors. X doesn't want to come out of the corner, but he doesn't have any choice. Timeout.
Good move by Poffo. I like to see that. Very enterprising, most unusual.
Let's be friends.
Unorthodox and successful. Now, what better combination could you have than that?
Not much. Mr. X says, forget about me sticking my finger in your eye and punching you in the mouth a half a dozen times. Let's be friends.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Nice armbar here with real good leverage as he's just straddled the body of Mr. X. Although he's put on, excuse me, Alvin, although Lanny's put on that extra weight, he hasn't eliminated any of those high-risk moves from his arsenal.
No, he hasn't, and he still looks so confident with that too. The Mr. X, he has really put together this, I don't know whether he's a youngster or not, who knows, he may have grey hair.
Oh, he's got a young body, yeah.
He's got a young body, he's really put together, and he looks like the resilient type to me who could really take a lot of punishment.
Well, he certainly is at the moment.
Yes.
Another nice flying head scissors by the leaper.
Look at the size of those boots there. He may have a supple body, young Lanny Poffo, but he's certainly got big feet.
Well, that is true, and I'm sure he needs all of that for that. Some of those leverage moves that he does. Oh, look at that, he's still hung on. Talk about feet. Take a look at the shoes on Mr. X. He gained about 2.5, 3 inches in height with those boots.
Yes, I think his neck is a little longer right now.
Got quite a few tattoos as well. Might have been in the Navy, perhaps, or just seemed like a good idea late some Saturday night.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right now, it seems like a good idea that he should ram Poffo's head into that turnbuckle.
Lanny on the receiving end now as Mr. X starts to unload. And the leaper is down, but you can bet not out.
A lot of weight going into those blows to the body.
Look out. Irish whip in. Caught him with a nice knee.
Caught him nicely. Right in the midsection there and turned Lanny over.
Where's he going?
A 180. He's coming.
Oh, look at that move. Oh, nobody home, but very impressive move by Mr. X. Takes a lot of balance and leverage to do that. Unfortunately, there was nobody home when he came down.
It takes a lot of, as you say, balance, but it took too much time as well because Lanny was gone. And Lanny tell him, get up, I want to give you some more.
Well, you better have your man in a very compromising position when you attempt to move like that, Alfred, because it could be disaster.
Yes. And I just hate to see Lanny as a youngster there being distracted by that mask because he was trying to untie it, and now look what's happened to him. Another advantage of the mask, Gorilla.
Yes, no question.
Oh, I heard that zip into his solar plexus there. Oh.
This has turned into a boxing match. The referee doesn't seem to mind it.
I don't know why. He has admonished Papa a couple of times already, mind you.
Stuck his finger right in Leaping's eye. A reversal there. Now another reversal. Looks like a square dance. Scoops him up in a slam position.
He's going to power him.
Uh-oh, look out.
Well, he knocked all the wind out of Mr. X there.
Going up to the top turnbuckle, bombs away, backflip.
Wow!
Good night.
Oh, completely on top of him, made a 360-degree leaping dive there. And the already winded Mr. X certainly couldn't raise his shoulders from that.
The winner of this match, Leaping Lanny Poffo.
Leaping Lanny Poffo victorious, and if that wasn't good enough, he went and did an extra backflip for us, Alfred.
Yes.
He almost came down on the leg of Mr. X, but here it comes.
First
Sort of a three-quarter power slam.
Yes,
there.
it was, wasn't it? I think he planted him exactly where he wanted him with that power slam. He must have been confident of this because look at the time he's taken.
Look
Right
at
over.
this. Beautiful
Look
move
at the
here.
boom. Everything right on top of him. Academical finish.
Can you imagine if Mr. X had been gone and the pool was empty? It's curtains because that is a very high-risk move. But on the victory, to Poet Laureate of the World Wrestling Federation, Leaping Lanny Poffo. Still doing those extremely high. You weren't watching the match?
No.
You were watching me?
Yes, I am.
Give me a break, Bobby. What? I never laid a
Well, watch
hand
you
on
like
you.
Pinkerton.
Never touched you last week.
Yeah, they just didn't fall off.
Why not? Are they sewn on? Are they?
They were put on quite firmly.
Obviously, they were not if they came off. Amazing how the O just stood on there, though.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
I love it. You have enough things to worry about. Why are you worrying about an H or an O or an S or T or whatever? You've got the machines to think about. You've got Captain Lou to think about. You got Jack Tunney, the president of the World Wrestling Federation, on your case.
I have a phone that will be here in a few short minutes, and I'm waiting for a call from Jack Tunney.
Oh, well, I hope it doesn't take as long as the last call that you attempted to make to Kay Kopowitz of the USA Network. Just one of the terrific matches lined up here this week on Primetime Wrestling, coming up in just moments, wrestling fans, and that is Tito Santana, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, taking on the new henchman and bodyguard for the adorable one, Adrian Adonis, one Ace Orton. Should be a class. Are you waiting for it? You expecting
Well,
a
I'm
call?
busy. I can't concern myself with Ace or Santana. I've got to wait for the phone to ring, and I've got to watch you.
Well, let's go down to ringside right now, wrestling fans, in the Boston Garden for this tremendous classic.
City,
This way.
weighing 248 pounds, Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. And his opponent from Tacula, Mexico, weighing 244 pounds, Tito Santana.
Wow, talk about your classic matchups. Here's one right here. Former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Tito Santana and the new bodyguard of the adorable one, Adrian Adonis, Ace Orton.
Yes, isn't that incredible? But I tell you something, Gorilla, I don't think he's going to be thinking anywhere along those lines because he's going to have his head all together, or he's got to have his head all together and think only of Santana, because Santana is one of the deadliest wrestlers in the whole of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, it was, when that thing went down, Alfred, I thought to myself, here's a guy who is a great wrestler in his own right with a tremendous background, tremendous win-loss record, and now to take on something like having to keep an eye on the back of the adorable one it's got to be mind-boggling.
It really has, because everybody is gunning for Adrian Adonis. They all are. They all want a piece of him. He's managed to antagonize everybody. I mean, he doesn't really go for the mediocre wrestlers. He wants to beat to death Hulk Hogan. And
Doesn't play any favorites, does he?
He doesn't.
Oh, nice leg trip there by Orton. The consummation of wrestling techniques that he can produce out there is just unbelievable. Sort of a wrestler's wrestler, I like to call him.
He really is, and he's looking in such good shape as well. He's looking in probably the best shape I've seen him look for some time. What a nice move by Santana.
Nice quick arm drag by the former champion. Of course, some of the things that Orton does in the ring reminds me a lot of the Hitman and some of the moves that he does. I call him excellence of execution.
Yes, you have to say that. He has that one asset that is very, very valuable to the wrestler, and that is sinew strength.
Oh, that's so important.
Yes, it doesn't necessarily show in the physique, but it is there, and we'll probably see some, what would you say, examples of that sooner or later.
He'll give us some feats of strength before this match is over. You can bet on it. He'll surprise us with a few things. Right now, the Cowboy with a side headlock, and Tito lets him have one right in the short ribs. Comes out of there with a nice standing wrist lock. Got Ace down to one knee.
Good.
Santana's had a marvelous career, Alfred.
Yes, I was just going to say, look at that balance. Look, absolutely perfect balance.
I'm surprised that he was able to come back so well after that very serious knee operation that he had suffered at the hands of Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yes, that laid him low for a considerable period, but you know, I think it was a sort of a character builder for him.
It certainly was. Determination that he got laying in that hospital bed really made the difference, I'm sure.
Yes, and he really got down to basic training again. He regrouped himself, not only physically, but mentally as well. And now I think we see a more put together, consummate, to coin your phrase, wrestler.
No question about that. Ace taking exception to some of the derogatory remarks pointed at him from our ringsiders here. This is a matchup that would be main event on any card anywhere in the entire wrestling world, in my book.
Yes. You know, if we could get a close-up on the face of Orton, he is so intense. Look at him. Look. He's looking more and more dedicated to this particular match than I've seen him for any match. I think this is one match where he's definitely going to have to prove himself.
Oh, reversal by the former champion. Hard in. Oh, look at that clothesline. Santana down for the cover. He won't get it. Right back quickly with the arm drag. Action, furious, hot here in the Boston Garden.
Just a tremendous string of moves put together there by the former champion, Tito Santana, and he finishes up with that arm bar and lever, and I can only say that that is the hallmark of a truly great professional wrestler.
Nice sight job there by Ace as he scoots out underneath that bottom rope. Very, very clever on his part. Break the momentum. Things weren't going quite the way he wanted him to go in there, so he decided, let me take a little hike ski here for myself.
He did indeed. And I tell you something, I don't think you're going to find a finer psychological wrestler than Ace Orton. And I think he learned a lot of that psychology, or inherited it, from his father, who was a salty old wrestler himself.
Boy, he certainly was. Certainly still is, too. He might not be wrestling actively, but I certainly wouldn't want to get him riled up.
No, he made life pretty miserable for a lot of first-class heavyweights. They told me that at one time he was the scourge of all Japan.
Oh, no question about that. He can tell you some classic stories about being in the Orient. Oh, Tito comes out of that nicely with a hammerlock. Tito might be outside the bottom rope, though.
He's very, very close, but at the same time, he's not leaving an escape route for Bubble this time.
Well, that's a key with a guy like Orton, to pick a part of the body and go to work on it. Try to wear him down a little bit, if that's possible.
I think it's a little bit early in this match yet for either of these men to wear each other down. They're both youngsters, and they're both in fine fettle, and conditioning is going to play a very, very big part in this match.
I don't think either one of these guys is going to run out of gas, Alfred. I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I doubt it. If you and I were in there, I'd have to think twice, but
I'd be gone now.
both of these guys can go an hour if necessary. Oh, handful of hair gets the Cowboy out, but nice block by Santana, and he's going to go to work on that arm.
Oh, just a tremendous move by Santana there.
That left arm and shoulder is going to sooner or later give Ace a whole lot of trouble as Santana continues to go to work on it.
Some good moves there by Santana, sticking to that arm quite relentless, but the block in that corner, just we saw just then, Gorilla, was just an excellent piece of work by Santana. And I think he saved himself a lot of pain and anguish there. Whoa!
Oh, nice fireman's carry, but Santana still got a hold of the wrist and manages to take the cowboy back there. That's good leverage move there by the former champion, Tito Santana.
Of course, we know who'll be watching this match with a lot of interest. Somebody who wears that belt right now, Gorilla.
Well, it all happened right here, February 8th in the Boston Garden. Randy Savage stole the title from Tito Santana, knocked him cold as a cucumber with some kind of a foreign object that he dragged out of his tights.
Well, he won't admit to that, Gorilla.
No, he's a liar.
You think so?
Plain out, it's call a spade a spade. He's a liar.
I don't know. He's to me, I think he's just an incredibly good champion.
He doesn't, with the kind of ability that the Macho Man, or not so Macho Man as I like to call him, has, he doesn't need to stoop to things like that to get a victory.
No, he shouldn't do. I mean, we've had great intercontinental champions. Look at Pedro Morales. Look at Greg Valentine, two of the toughest. And,
magnificent one, Don Morocco.
Oh, what a champion.
Pat Patterson.
Yes.
And I believe way back in history, Terry Garvin.
Terry Garvin held that title for quite a long time. He never sat down with that belt around his waist. No, he wasn't.
Of course, now you can't get him up. Now once he sits down, you can't get him up.
You're so right.
Very impressive career. We're off on a tangent here with Terry Garvin, but a very impressive ring career that he did have. And these two individuals in the ring right now don't have to take a back seat to anybody. Nice shoulder block, well placed in there by the ace. Beal out of the corner. Santana came down hard.
Whoa.
Flying head scissors. Nicely executed.
You've got to say one thing for Orton. He has certainly been the aggressor in this match so far. He's been taking this to Santana. He's been going for those high-risk moves, which is most unusual for Orton. I haven't seen him in this frame of wrestling mind before.
Well, maybe the new transition, the new job that he has as personal bodyguard to the adorable one.
Yes, he's another high-risk
done
wrestler.
Something to him.
Yes, Adonis is definitely a high-risk wrestler. He's not one who'll sit back and wait for his opponent to make mistakes. Look at all.
Orton keeps countering with the head scissors. Santana got out of there nicely, but only for a split second. Referee questioning about a hair pull. I didn't see one there, of course.
No.
I'm only looking at one dimension at the moment. Arching up now, giving some extra leverage. Stretch out some of those neck muscles. Trying to tie up one of the arms now, but Tito won't let him.
No, and I don't blame him. He's got to fight while he's in that situation.
Well, he's not in any jeopardy of being pinned. I don't believe I ever saw anybody pinned with a head scissors, but...
No, but you can get worn down, Gorilla.
Oh, absolutely, especially if that leg slips underneath your chin and starts choking you out.
Yes, and cutting those carotenoids off. You need that blood flow to the brain all the time, I'm afraid.
Oh, look at that, a handful of tights. As Tito was about to come out of there, right to the blind side. Well, the ace did a nice job of psyching out the referee there, Alfred. Had him go around, take a look at the other side.
Yes, he did.
As soon as he did, right into the tights.
Santana is having his
Still
work
stuck.
cut out. Yes, he's really in there and he's fighting hard to come out.
Trying to work his way out of here. Might try to do a little head spin out of here. Oh, he's got the head out right up to a headlock of his own, but a handful of hair again. Puts him right back in the head scissors once more. Referee should have saw that. He was right up there.
He was there, but I don't think he did see it because it was so fast.
Obviously, he did not, because he said, if I catch you, you're gone.
He didn't have the same angle as we've got on our monitors. He was behind them, whereas our expert cameramen here have got this beautiful view of them right from the ringside.
I believe that was our number 5 camera, our handheld that scooted right in under the bottom rope to get that tremendous shot.
They really do some sterling work on these cameras. Look at his chest there, Bob Orton. poking it out. He's feeling really good about this.
Another Beal coming up out of the corner. Santana all the way across the ring and almost out of there.
I think Orton's shaping up for a drop kick or something here.
Look out. Whoa! Went for a flying head scissors. He just turned into a soprano.
Wow, that was a move. And Santana's not going to let it go unchallenged. Look at this.
Santana unloading now with a heavy artillery, and there goes Orton upside down and right into the ringside. Right over the barricade and down onto the concrete.
And he might be a long while getting back into the ring because he really took a spill onto that concrete, smashing through the barricade and spilling out onto the public.
He might be wishing he had... Talk about your hot and heavy action in the Boston Gardens between Santana... What is it? Who are you trying to reach now? You on hold again?
No, I'm not. Prime time.
Plenty more action still to come in this match. A long way from being over, so don't go away, wrestling fans. We'll be back in just a moment. Wow, hot and heavy action in Beantown. You weren't in attendance to see that one, Bobby, but that was a classic. That will go down in the annals of wrestling history. One of the best matches of all time for sure. In fact, let's go right now, wrestling fans, to some more of it. This way.
No.
Some kind of a bodyguard of his own right at this point in time.
Well, it's a good job the police scorer there.
Oh, Santana, not wasting any time, comes right out after him.
He's going to make sure he gets back in.
He wants him inside. He doesn't want any kind of a count out.
Santana wants that 1, 2, 3 that is so important. Look at him.
Look out, though. You got to watch this, Orton. Just when you think you got him, right where you want him, you find out that he's got you.
No. He's got
Nice double leg hook, down 2 count out. Surprised he didn't go for the figure 4 there, Alfred.
Yes, I am, in a way. I thought that's what he was going to go for. But as I said before, he wants to try and get that 1, 2, 3 in the record book because it is so impressive. If you can get a man down and out and so stunned that he can't shift those shoulders, you have shown absolutely clearly that you are a victor.
Well, a lot of guys had that thought in mind when they stepped in the ring with Ace Orton. However, it didn't work out that way.
No.
One tough cookie here in the World Wrestling Federation, as is all the top wrestling talent. This is the mecca, of course, for all professional wrestling. The World Wrestling Federation, the Rolls Royce, if you would, of professional wrestling.
I love that choice of phraseology there, the Rolls Royce of wrestling. I love it.
Well, you know, the caliber of talent that you have to have right now just to get into the World Wrestling Federation is humongous.
It really is, and it's getting tougher, tougher, and tougher all the time. But we've got some very enterprising youngsters in now. As we've said before, they're young lions and they're hungry. They're making their way, and these 2 men in the ring at the moment are only youngsters.
Well, Santana's had that championship belt around his waist and is, in my own mind, it's just a question of time until some kind of gold is around the waist of the cowboy. Uh-oh, look at this. It turned into a fisticuffs match right between the eyes. Sends a former champion down to the canvas. Fans getting on the case of Orton.
Orton in full command at the moment, but that could easily change, of course.
Irish whip in, look out. Oh, he put his head down. Oh, backslide, who's gonna get it? Santana got it, could be all over though. And Santana right back to that left arm and shoulder that he was so successful with earlier on. That backslide could have went either way there.
It looked that way in the beginning, but Santana is a master of leverage, and he got down low enough to slip the cowboy over his back, and he had him there for a very good 2, maybe 2.5. And I think right now the effect of him working continuously on that left arm is beginning to show.
Oh, it's certainly going to take its toll. Look at that, driving the knee right down into the bicep area. Now using a wrist for a little leverage lock here.
In fact, Bob Orton distinctly looking uncomfortable at the moment.
Oh, I'm glad I retired. Whenever I see things like that going on in the ring.
He's got a lot of heart, though, Orton.
I don't believe the word submission is in his vocabulary, Alfred. I
really
don't think you'd have to, you know, you'd have to take him really out.
Oh!
Oh! atomic drop right out of nowhere. That's what we talked about earlier. Just when you think you got Orton where you want him, he unloads with something just like that.
That was such a good move on Orton's part there, because there was no doubt about it. Santana was right in control of that match at that moment. Now,
short whip in. Oh, nobody there. He rammed the steel post, I think, shoulder first. Santana going to the outside. He's still looking for that arm. Oh, drags it right across the steel turnbuckle.
Gorilla, one thing astonishes me, that Orton is trying these high-risk moves. Why do you think he's doing that?
Well, he knows he's not going to be able to take out a former Intercontinental Champion with something conventional, so he's going to have to go to the book, go to the well, and drag out something very unorthodox if he wants to put away Santana. But right now, that left arm and shoulder is in a whole heap of trouble.
Yes.
Gorilla Monsoon with Lord Alfred Hayes here in the Boston Garden, where all the banners are hanging down, 16 of them, showing you what the Boston Celtics are all about.
What a sensational organization the whole of that body is.
Oh, look at that leverage move as he sends Santana out to the concrete floor. Just another weapon in his arsenal. He might have come down on the back of his head as well. And Orton coming right out after him.
It appears that Orton knows a few moves that definitely are not in the book, and he's using them here tonight.
Look at this. Going to use him as a ramrod. Oh, right into the support railing surrounding the ring here. This may be all she wrote for the former champion. He's got Excedrin headache number 5 right now.
Wow, he really has. And the referee is admonishing him. And I think the referee is going to have to make up his mind here what he's going to do with Bob Orton. He's going to have to take a firmer control of this man. Because if he doesn't, Orton is just going to run rampant all over Santana, and it's the last we're going to see of his challenge for the Intercontinental title, and it will be Bob Orton's place.
Well, Orton just scooted back in there to break the count. Otherwise, he'd have been counted out here. Both men would have been counted out. Santana trying to figure out what he did to deserve this. Well, he put on a pair of wrestling tights and wrestling boots, and that's what happens.
Yes. And those cobwebs, they do get into your head.
He might want to be down in Tacoola right now, Alfred. Sipping on a little tequila.
Yes. A little mint julep or something.
Boy, he's in dream world right now. Doesn't know exactly where he is. Orton's going to help him find his way back inside the ring. Isn't that nice?
And it might be the hard way too, looking at the way Orton's maneuvering him. It is going to be the hard
suplex
way.
coming up from the outside. Look at the leverage. Oh, look at that. Instead of bringing him in, he just clotheslined him right on that top rope. Took whatever gas he had left in him out of him.
Absolutely. It bit right into the abdomen there. Squeezed every cubic centimeter of air out of Santana's body, and he is winded.
Well, first it was Santana working on the left arm and shoulder, the cowboy, and now it's Ace, the bodyguard, going to work on the abdomen area of the former champion, Tito Santana.
And Tito not looking too good right at this particular moment.
Shoots off a right hand, not a whole lot behind it. That's easy to understand. Tito's going to have a tremendous headache. Oh, look at that shot.
Oh. I tell you another thing, Gorilla, it shows just how resilient this Orton is, because he was taking a pounding.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoop.
Had to be 2 7/8 count.
And Orton rightly claiming that might have been a 3 count. I haven't seen anything that close for a long time.
Referee right there was no hesitation in the count. However, Tito just managed to get that shoulder out of there, and now the bodyguard's gone to reverse chinlock to wear down Santana just a little bit more. You'd think with the beating that he's already taken, he could have held the shoulders down of it, but it doesn't work that way, does
No,
it?
well, at the same time, you know, Orton has taken a shellacking as well. And I would imagine that he's waiting for a better opportunity. I don't know of another better opportunity, mind you.
Santana fighting to get to his feet here. Unloads with an elbow. Didn't break the hole. That one did. Look out. Tito off the ropes. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful move.
Easton walked down for the cover. Whoa.
I watched that one specially, but the referee, you were right, he was right on top of it. Absolutely there.
Santana kicking out in desperation here. That's a chokehold right there, Alfred. Look at that. He's right underneath the chin.
Well, it's difficult to say, but the referee is closer than we are.
Stick your hand in there, ref. No, not that hand. Stick the other hand in there. Right at this point in time in this match in the Boston Gardens, ace cowboy Bob Orton certainly doing the number on the former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Tito Santana, and the Boston fans trying to give that little bit of something extra so Tito can get that adrenaline flow. We'll be right back, wrestling.
Bobby Heenan.
Well, what did the Prez have to say? Jack
You know
Turner?
that wasn't the president.
Well, who was it?
Some guy's wanting Josh's service station.
Oh, come on. Give me a break, Bobby.
Giving you a break. There's supposed to be one line
Let's
in
go
the hair
back,
and that's
wrestling
all.
fans, to this
Is it
exciting
too much
match
to
with
ask?
Orton and Santana.
Who's
Let's
running
go.
this place?
As I was going to say, the referee is really close on that. I can only assume that he can see a gap there that we can't from where our vantage point lies.
Alfred, I've learned not to assume anything in the world of professional wrestling. Only that you and I are sitting here in the Boston Garden. That is fact.
And I don't think we're all that safe here anyway.
No.
Superhuman effort on the part of Santana here. He's trying to fight his way out of this. And the crowd are right behind him.
And you can hear the chant going on. Tito, and it's getting that adrenaline flowing a little bit in his body. Got that standing wrist lock. The leverage is going his way right now. And Orton telling the referee to watch for my hair. And at the same time, pulls Tito down by the handful of hair.
And of course denying that he did that.
The referee not too clever.
Well, he's good in some areas, but he certainly missed one or two little
Got
aspects.
suckered by that move.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about Bob Orton, who is a master at being able to camouflage what he's doing.
Boy, I tell you, that reverse chin lock is taking its toll right now. That wrist and forearm is just pinching off that carotid artery, stopping the flow of blood to the brain. And when that happens, it's good night.
It is. But would you notice something there, Grill? He's actually doing that with his left arm, the one that Santana's been punishing. So obviously he's got that working again.
Well, it's not, the question is that it's the weight that he's putting behind it that's giving him the leverage, and not so much the left arm itself. It's that shoulder pressure that's coming down on it. Tito's now trying to fight this thing. Referee hasn't reached in there one time to check and see if, in fact, that is a chokehold.
Good move.
Double drop gets him out momentarily, but Tito's in a whole lot of trouble.
Good move by Santana there. And if this doesn't sway the match in his favor, then he's going to lose it. Because now that, well, I don't know what to say here at the moment. Santana is down. Orton was down, but now Orton looks the stronger of the two again.
Orton is definitely in better shape than Santana right at this point in time, no question about that.
However, Santana did give himself some relief there. Not a great deal.
Of course, the championship committee is taking a very close look at this match, Alfred, and the winner here, I think, would be headed for a title shot against Randy Savage, would you not?
Yes, I saw several members of the championship committee here earlier. I believe Arnold Skolin has been appointed to that particular committee. I saw him a little while ago, and he certainly knows how to play his cards.
Oh, no question about that. The original golden boy of wrestling, Arnold Skolin, in attendance this week here in the Boston Garden. Santana with a short right hand, caught him in the lower abdomen. There's another one. Santana's about to come out of this, perhaps. Wow, right in between the eyes.
The strategy there by Santana was double him up with a few blows to the midsection and then straighten him up with one to the head. Nicely anticipated by Santana, and now Santana is beginning to get a measure of revenge.
Santana going, oh, he's starting to loosen up that leg now, pull those hamstrings out.
Now maybe he's going to go for that figure four. Soften it up a bit more.
Orton reeling in pain here. Santana goes to work on the left knee. Perhaps setting it up for that figure four. Wow. How quickly the tide can turn.
Really. And this is more than a measure of revenge for Santana. Here he goes. There he goes. He's got it clapped on.
He's got it on right in the center of the ring. Look at Ace trying to get over and reach those ropes. He made it. He made it. Tito's going to have to break the hold.
Well, although that hasn't met with this crowd's approval, it was the only thing that Orton could do, and he did it well.
Tremendous effort there on the part of Orton to reach those ropes.
Santana now is struggling to keep him inside that roped arena, and if he can keep him inside, there's every chance of him scoring a success here, a victory. He's going to spread that leg a little bit and bring all the pressure down on the knee, from the ankle down.
Well, you can be sure there was a whole lot of pressure on those lateral collateral ligaments of the knee as Ace Cowboy Bob Orton is just reeling in pain right now. I'm surprised that Tito didn't slap it on again.
Well, I can't understand that myself. I can only assume that Tito wants to damage him just a little bit more before he does slap on that figure four, and this time make sure it stays on.
Well, with a guy like Orton, sometimes it's best not to take those kind of risks. If you think you got him in a position where you can polish him off, go ahead and do it.
I think another thing is, I think Santana would like to get him a little more central into the ring and make sure that Orton doesn't have an escape route. And there is Tito working away just relentlessly now on Orton's knee, and Orton doesn't seem to have an answer at all. Absolutely nothing until just then.
Wow, Orton got out of that in a hurry.
Is he unorthodox or is he not? He knows every move that is not in the book, and he's using them all.
Whole lot of punishment being absorbed here by both men in this matchup, and Orton still favoring that left leg. He can hardly put any weight on it.
These men have been going hammer and tongue now, and I would imagine each one of them, or either one of them, is ready to capitulate at any moment. I cannot see how they could possibly take much more of this type of punishment. Wow, look at that.
Right between the eyes by the Cowboy. Referee warning him about keeping an open hand there, but to no avail as he plants another one right in the kisser.
And that time Santana had no control over his head, and it went right back into the canvas. And it looked to me as if that was as much damage to him as the blow that Bob Orton gave him.
Orton trying to get some life back into that left knee, that left leg, but he's got the upper hand right now. Look at this. Both men with two hands full of hair here, striving for position. Oh, look at that, Santana. And he caught one again right in his short ribs. He's hurting down there. Now they're exchanging blows left and right. It's a knockdown, drag-out affair. Both men slugging it out in the center of the ring. Oh, big right hand as Orton staggers into the turnbuckle. The bell has sounded here.
But I don't think Santana heard it.
Oh,
he doesn't want to hear it. Look at him now.
This crowd.
And no matter what Santana does, Orton seems to be able to absorb it and come back with some of his own.
This crowd literally went bananas here.
Neither man having been able to establish a precise victory or a confirming victory, and now look what's happened.
I believe the time limit has expired on this matchup. The referee goes down again. These two guys have not had enough of each other. Santana wants some more of Orton. Whether Orton wants more of him or not. Oh, look at that.
Head first into the concrete. He's down, and surely by now he must be out.
Orton went out head first down to the concrete. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time limit has elapsed. The official decision, a draw. A draw.
Well, time limit elapsed here. Official decision, a draw. But what a tremendous, outstanding match, and I don't believe it's over yet, Alfred.
Oh, definitely not.
Look at the look on Orton's face.
For Orton, it was a make or break match. He had to win.
He said he was ahead on points. He just told that to the referee.
But he certainly didn't lose, did he?
Definitely not. What a hard-fought battle by these two gladiators. Santana says he wants 5 more minutes.
And you know something? He might be ready for 5 more minutes, but I don't think he would last another minute, and neither would Orton.
Look at Orton. Oh, look at Orton favoring that left leg. He said, no, thank you. Tremendous matchup here in the Boston Gardens. Gone to the time limit. Cowboy Ace Orton and former Intercontinental Champion Tito Santana, a real classic. A tribute to the wrestling ability and the wrestling condition of the men here in the World Wrestling Federation, although the timekeeper or the ring announcer never stated, was 30 minutes had elapsed in that match.
You know, speaking of Paul Orndorff.
Who's speaking of Paul Orndorff?
I am.
Oh, okay,
I don't have
go
to
ahead.
talk always what you talk about.
Go
do I?
ahead, be my guest.
Host, pal. Speaking of Paul Orndorff, as I'm reading an article about him right here, are you a betting man?
I've resembled that remark, yes.
Yeah, you've rolled them bones a few times on the tables, probably.
Yes.
Would you like to make a bet that before 1986 is over, we have a new world's champion?
And that it will be this Benedict Arnold?
No, that it will be Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff?
Yeah, I'd like to bet on that.
Name the stakes.
I'd like to bet on that. But I wouldn't bet with you, though.
Right.
You never pay when you lose.
I never lose.
You owe so much money right now in the World Wrestling Federation, you can't keep track of it. Right now, let's go to a special interview with Ken Resnick and the Junkyard
Well,
Dog.
owe you any money?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Gorilla Monsoon, as well as Bobby the Brain Heenan. And speaking of Bobby the Brain Heenan, oftentimes we talk about the tremendous success many of the great wrestlers here in the World Wrestling Federation have inside the ring and outside of the ring, but giving credit where credit is due, if ever a man was able to peer into the future, these last few months, it had got to be JYD, the Junkyard Dog. JY, for months and months and months, you kept calling him outpatient Paul Orndorff, and boy, did you know exactly what you were talking about.
Because the man, I told you before, and I told the people out there, you have to give a man credit. One thing, he's one of the top athletes in the country. Another thing, the man is a smart individual. And the third thing, he's after money because he's affiliated with Bobby the Weasel No Good Heenan.
Now, JY, like Bobby the Brain Heenan or not, it's got to make Paul Orndorff even more dangerous and treacherous with Bobby Heenan in his corner.
He's dangerous already. And, you know, Paul Orndorff can think. But along with Weasel little mind, you know, Weasel in and out, knitting this and knitting that, that makes Paul double trouble. The man is already trouble. Don't take him, don't cut him short. The man is double trouble. And I wish Hulk Hogan all the blessings in the world because he's going to need it.
Well, JY, you know the Hulkster as well as I do, and he is not about to let that score go unsettled.
That's going to be the fight of the century, brother. Believe me, because he's the man, and Orndorff definitely is the man.
Now, JY, not to change the subject, but I understand, of course, you travel all over the world, but you've got one trip coming up that I know you're looking forward to, and perhaps you'd give our viewing audience a hint as just where you're going.
Well, first of all, I'm calling the Dog Tour of '86. I'm hitting first down there. Hello, hello. You know what that is, don't you?
You better believe it.
And then I'm going ugga, 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 on down in the bottom country. And then straight down, and I'm straight. And I'll see you later. Aloha.
He is a JYD. Rest assured. Now, stay with us. We'll be back with more Prime Time.
Well, the Junkyard Dog calling it like it is.
Oh, yeah. He's going to someplace, Ohio. He must be going to Cleveland.
Hawaii. He's going to Hawaii. That's what the H is for. You going there, too?
No, I'm not. Then he says he's going to another place, ugga, ugga, ugga. He must be going to make a Tarzan movie. Can't the man speak English? Is that a turtleneck sweater he had on, or is that his bottom lip?
Right now, wrestling fans, we're going to take a look at newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation, but not a newcomer to the squared circle in one Dick the Rebel Slater, and he's against the Duke of Dorchester. Let's take a look.
This match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First from Dorchester, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, the Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty. His opponent from Richmond, Virginia, weighing 235 pounds, Dick the Rebel Slater.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside with his lordship Alfred Hayes here in the Boston Garden. Making his, I believe it's his first appearance here in the Boston Garden. Newcomer to the World Wrestling Federation, Dick the Rebel Slater. And
Yes.
look at the Duke attacking immediately.
The Duke roars into action there. But he's going to find out what Dick Slater's made of, because this is certainly not the first time he's been in the wrestling ring.
Newcomer only here to the World Wrestling Federation, not to the squared circle, as you can readily see. And the Duke tried to roll out and clothesline himself on the bottom rope. Take a look at that kisser.
Would you say he was bizarre, or is there some other word to describe him?
Well, he missed about 6 shock treatments, I think. And otherwise, he'd have been all right. Putting that right arm over the bottom rope. Makes Slater break the hold. Nice single leg pick by the Duke. Pete Doherty.
It looks like the Duke has put on a little bit of weight recently as well there in the top part of his torso. His wrestling expertise leaves a lot maybe to be desired, but his physical conditioning doesn't.
Well, no one ever questioned his athletic ability or his physical conditioning, only whether there was any lights on in the balcony.
Do you think there's anybody upstairs?
No, the lights are on, but there's nobody home. Oh, look at that, right over the top rope and down hard to the concrete, and Slater right out after him.
Oh, did he go out after him too? Oh, look at this, atomic drop. Oh, on the concrete.
Would you say he's in pain, Alfred?
I would definitely say by the sound of it, he's in a lot of pain, and I can understand why. Slater is a very, very powerful wrestler, and I think he's going to make short work of the Duke of Dorchester if he can. He's out to impress.
Well, they don't pay by the hour, that's for sure.
No, that is absolutely right, and I think Slater is here to give a message to all the World Wrestling Federation top heavyweights who are watching him, that he is definitely another challenger for those crowns.
Very impressive individual, came in here with some very impressive credentials. Said he's looking for the heavy action. Well, he'll find it right here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Yes.
He won't have to wait too long or look too hard.
Yes, I'm afraid many of those who have come into the World Wrestling Federation have had a rude awakening. Look at this.
Another atomic drop right out of that side headlock, and the Duke is taking a hike. Shaking his head in disbelief. I don't know why. I believe his record in the record books is 957 losses and no wins. And the Duke said the first time he wins a match, he's going to retire forever from professional wrestling. His dream will have come true.
Yes. If it was 957, I think it's due to be 958. In
Nice.
the not too distant future.
Reverse neck breaker there by the Rebel.
Incidentally, the Rebel is not being put off at all or psyched out, not a little bit at all, by what the Duke of Dorchester is getting up to in the ring there. His antics certainly haven't scared the Rebel.
Absolutely not, and I don't believe they ever will. Might be biting on the forearm here, hard to tell from our vantage point, but he forced him into the corner anyway, and now look at this. Some lefts and rights, some knees, an Irish whip coming out of the corner, and the Rebel hard, a head snap back there, look out, nobody home, oh, right down on the back of the head, that might help him.
Yes, and he jackknifed himself on both those knees, came up, I think, and hit his chin.
Snapmare, oh, look at that, trying to rearrange the facial expression of the Duke of Dorchester.
He's trying to make him look a little more handsome, do you think? Uh-oh, good move here.
Oh, spinning neck breaker. Dropped him right down on the back of his cranium. Could be all over. Not quite.
No, there's a lot more in the old dog yet. Look at the Duke here. He can take some punishment, this man.
Oh, put his head down.
And he can dish it out too.
Mistake made by the Rebel. Can't take your eyes off a guy when you fling him in like that. Going for a backdrop, you got to keep your head up. Oh, look at the look on the Duke's face. The wind was knocked right out of him there.
I'm afraid his concentration span isn't too good.
He's about had it right here, right for the pickings. Duke looking for the door. He wants out of there.
He doesn't know where he is. He did 2 360s there and still finished up getting his head rammed into the turnbuckle.
Looking for the guy with the white coats. To maybe help him out here.
I think that kick was a little bit low there. He caught Slater coming in.
Irish whip in now, look out.
And he caught him coming up too. So that's 2 moves that the Duke of Dorchester has put together. They're the first 2 he's put together in this match.
Well, it wasn't a whole lot behind that clothesline. But he must have caught him right in the esophagus, because he certainly went down in a heap.
Yeah, but I think it was the first kick. It was a little bit low in that corner that I think did the damage. Slater, like the professional, is just waiting and biding his time now, trying to get over the damage done to himself. And I think he's recovered.
Oh, headbutt. One thing I didn't know about his arsenal, he implies that. Crowd is certainly taking a liking to the Rebel here in the Boston Garden.
Yes, they like his rugged methods.
On a snapmare, look at the Duke wide open here. Whoa, excuse me.
Well,
It'll make him wish he was back in Dorchester.
yes. I think right now what the Rebel is doing is just showing that he can perform these moves with ease, but he didn't.
Well, he telegraphed that one from a long way away.
Oh,
Duke going to the outside. He's saying, I got him right where I want him. Here's my big opportunity to get on the winning track. Too late. The Duke screaming no, but he's going anyway.
Oh, shook the whole of the stadium.
And the Rebel now going up.
And look at the Duke, he's on his feet already.
Flying elbow right to the cranium, hooks one leg over, got the leverage, goodbye. Look at the Duke, he doesn't know whether he's won or lost or what's happened.
No, the Duke, he had the ability to go to his feet, but he should have stayed down there and rolled to one side and avoided that.
The winner of this match, Dick the Rebel Slater.
Well, the Rebel didn't even wait to get his hand raised. He bailed out of there, but this was the beginning of the end here as the Duke was caught out of bounds.
Right now, here's where he made his mistake. He should have stayed down and waited for Rebel to get up there instead of wasting his energy, because look, boom, right on the head, that elbow, hooked that left leg, and he had him all tied up.
You can bet we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Dick the Rebel Slater here in the World Wrestling Federation. Running into a buzzsaw, the Duke of Dorchester, and one Dick the Rebel Slater, newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation. Someone of interest or?
That was a personal call.
Oh, so make your personal calls on your own time. This is prime
my
time.
Prime time, my time.
Get your
my
act
time.
together, Bobby.
Time.
Get your act together. I know you're upset with some of the things that are going on here with Captain Louis Albano and with all the things that are going on. You got to worry now about Paul Orndorff and how badly he's going to get hurt the first time he steps into the ring with the world's heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan. You've got to worry about Jack Tunney and all the things he's got going down. You've got to worry about all the money you owe from Big John Studd's $15,000 guarantee when anybody steps into the ring and slams his body. And of course, the biggest thing you got to worry about is what we're going to take a look at right now.
I have one more thing to worry
update
about.
on the machines.
Sitting here
the
with you
giant
every
and
week.
super machines of Japan, soon to be invading Bobby the Brain Heenan. Let's go to the tape.
I don't want this to play.
With the latest from the World Wrestling Federation, here's Gene Okerlund.
The announcement of the pending arrival of the Giant Machine and the Super Machine here in the World Wrestling Federation has more than one individual concerned. Most noticeably is Bobby the Brain Heenan. And certainly this concern is well-founded. The machines from northern Japan are officially here in the World Wrestling Federation. Their number one targets appear to be Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy. Heenan has been quite vociferous in publicly stating who the machines really are. Experts dismiss Heenan's comments as outrageous speculation. Here is Bobby Heenan.
If they're just two yokels from Japan, why would they want Stud and Bundy?
They're not just
that's
two.
just Andre the Giant.
They're not just two local yokels. Come on, Heenan. It's the hottest tag team in the Orient right now.
Probably the hottest tag team in the Orient ever. But I don't care about that. Let them stay there. They're not Japanese, Okerlund. They are not Japanese. It is Andre the Giant and some 6'5", 310-pound stooge he's got running with him. And obviously I can't prove it to you or anybody else because you're too ignorant and you're too dumb to pay attention.
What?
But yes, you heard.
What?
You're too ignorant and you're too dumb to pay attention. But you know how we're going to prove it to everybody? This man and Stud are going to rip those masks right off their face. And then they're going back to Japan or wherever they want to go to.
It is evident the machines are here to stay. The Super Machine is well over 250 pounds, while the Giant Machine weighs in excess of 500 pounds and stands well over 7 feet tall. Fans, do watch out. The masked machines have arrived here in the World Wrestling Federation. For Update, I'm Gino.
Well, you said one truthful thing, that you can't prove it. And you can't prove it.
I can prove it.
Why don't you then?
I have proved it. I've told you and everybody else.
Well, why isn't he suspended for life? Because that's what Jack Tunney
I'm waiting for that call. Now I want that mask before any match takes place. I want Jack Tunney to go into the dressing room. I'm not asking to show it myself or to show the people. I want Jack Tunney to go on and that man to remove his mask. Is that a lot to ask?
We'll be right back. We're back, wrestling fans, and as always, TNT bringing all kinds of surprises here to the World Wrestling Federation. In fact, in this TNT piece that we're about to see, I believe that Mr. Fuji, Bobby, is he not trying to add some people to his stable?
Well,
his family? Can I call him family?
I don't know what you can call him. He's Japanese. You know so much about Japanese. You
I know a great
yourself.
deal about Japanese. Right now, let's
they're
go to
short.
a special TNT piece with Mr. Fuji and friends.
Minnow eater.
We have been waiting with bated breath for this surprise that you alluded to earlier. What in the world is it?
I have a new protege.
A new wrestler?
Yes.
Oh,
And
I'm
I will
excited.
Bring him up, Little Tokyo.
Little Tokyo, Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
Welcome to TNT, Little Tokyo. Well, Little Tokyo, I've known this man for a number of years.
Do you think we could stand them up side by side there?
Please, yes.
So,
let's do a little comparison shopping here.
comparison there, my word. Just look at those two.
What a team to draw to. Mr. Fuji, you have some big plans for your new man here?
Oh, great plan for his wrestling career. I will make nothing but money, boy, son. You'll be very happy. I will dress you up in the finest clothes and everything.
Welcome back, by the way, Little Tokyo, to the World Wrestling Federation. Good to see you again. You're looking fine.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
I see. Do you feel comfortable in that tuxedo, or do you feel you might be a little overdressed?
Okay.
You feel okay?
Everything okay.
Everything is okay. Speaking of okay, now Mr. Fuji
That
just...
looks okay, too, doesn't
Yes,
it?
the hat looks very good. Mr. Fuji had just mentioned he's going to make you a lot of money. How much of the money do you get?
He has enough. Look, he's little one, so he just has to eat little food. I think all his financial, very good. Money-wise, I take care. So same like Morocco, son. I do the same thing.
Well, I know that Don Morocco was very happy with the financial arrangement you have with him.
Yes.
I see no reason why this gentleman would not be happy with the arrangements you've made. Predetermined, I'm assuming.
But this is something special. Special. I take all money, and I just give him a little just to survive. So
What?
Wait, shut up, you.
Wait a minute. You take all the money and give him just a little to survive.
Yeah, because he's just little man, you know? He don't need big like Morocco. Morocco makes this so big, so he takes more. But he's just little one. So I take all the money.
Well, now, wait a minute. I don't think that's quite fair. Oh. This man has wants, he has needs.
Oh, you know.
Why you take all the money, my money?
No. I invest.
I want the hard working.
Tokyo, excuse me.
Take my money?
Tokyo, watch this, man. You're going to end up with nothing.
That's true.
You listen to me, I do everything. What's the matter, you?
I listen to you, but how come you take my...
Shut up, you! What's the matter, you?
What?
What in the world? You come back here!
You gotta be kidding me. Lord Alfred, I don't know what to tell you. Have we seen the last of that duel? We have not seen the last of them. Apparently just a little squabble over some of the small financial details. Mr. Fuji apparently had not said anything.
Wow. Seems like all the managers right now in the World Wrestling Federation, with exception maybe of the cheapskate Freddie Blassie, are having all kinds of problems.
I'd like to make one very important statement here. You realize Little Tokyo is not a midget wrestler. He's your average-sized Japanese person.
Get away.
So what I'm saying, you could stack 8 of them up. They're not 7'5". That's Andre the Giant. You may say I'm obsessed with the fact of Andre the Giant, but I'm not.
Just a little confused, brother.
I'm not confused. I'm just trying to get a point across. I'm waiting for Jack Tunney to call me when he listens to my new plan, how I want him to go in the dressing room, take a look at this man, let him see if he's Japanese. If he's Japanese, fine, we'll wrestle.
If he's not, he'll be suspended for life.
Will Jack Tunney do it?
What are you worrying about?
I'm waiting for the phone call.
Lovely to be waiting a long time. We'll be back with the Flower Shop Special Edition. Well, wrestling fans, lots of exciting and important things happening on the adorable one, Adrian Adonis's Flower Shop, and he's got a whole host of folks with him this week, including the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volk. In fact, all the members, Hercules Hernandez, of Freddie Blassie's army, now that has gone halfway. Freddie sold half interest of everybody to one Mr. Slick.
Slick.
Isn't that a piece of news?
I was talking to a lady friend of his, and she says he is slick.
Right now, wrestling fans, let's go to the footage on the Flower Shop.
Host of the Flower Shop, adorable Adrian! Adrian's gonna be out here in just a moment. You see, we had to put his mic. There he is! There he is!
I want to tell you people something. You're all inconsiderate, but tonight I'm going to have the most considerate people on. Mr. Blassie, the Iron Sheik, co-manager Slick, Mr. Volkov, and Hercules. What's the trouble?
You told me, hey, Fluffy, anytime I wanted to come here, I could come here, and now I want to talk with you, Fluffy.
Well, I owe this time to these people right here, and I'll find some time for you later, okay?
Wait, you call these people? I mean, first of all, where did you get those lips, huh? No. They're lovely lips. Lips like pedals, huh? Bicycle pedals.
I want to apologize to each and every one of you great athletes.
Wait a minute. Who in the heck is that guy?
That is Roddy Piper, the most rudest individual there is in professional.
Wait a minute, let me tell you something, Roddy Piper. You better be glad that you walked out of here when you did, you goof, because I'll slap the fire right out of you. You better be glad I'm a church member.
You've heard it on the Flower Shop. Ladies and gentlemen, the rudeness will go down.
Slick in a whole lot of trouble if he starts fooling around with one Roddy Piper.
I don't know why Roddy even...
Well, maybe that's
Jack Tunney.
Maybe.
Bobby Heenan.
We'll find out.
Mr. Wonderful, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Same old trouble. Sure, be glad to. Be glad to. Yeah, you do it. It's for you.
Benedict? Yes.
Now you're going to see him put in his place.
Yes.
I'm not going to sit out here anymore and be talked to like this by
You what?
anybody.
You are very rudely mistaken. You are in for a very, very rude awakening. You're going to do what? No way, shape, or form will you ever do that, my friend. Highly unlikely. Personally, I don't give a damn about you or the brain.
Ah, jeez.
We certainly don't need any phone calls like that from anyone, including the Benedict Arnold of the wrestling world. Stay with us, wrestling fans. We'll be right back. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. This is primetime wrestling. I'm not going to take any more calls, and I'm not going to allow you to take any more calls here.
I'm going to take all the calls I want.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely, nothing.
Highly unlikely.
I've got an investment in this man. I'm trying to get through to Jack Tunney. I'm trying to handle things properly.
I would have taken a call from Jack Tunney. I'm not going to take a call from Benedict Arnold.
Well, then you smashed my hand with the phone. If he was here, or Bundy was here, or Stud was here, or Harley Race
and
was here,
SD Jones in action. Let's go down to ringside.
Aren't they out of the ratings by now? The foundation has never gone up against them.
They are definitely not out of the ratings. You can go to the bank of that. Oh, slam by Carvello.
I think they're very good in their own respect, but I don't know if they'd sign up with the foundation.
Well, how would the foundation fare against a team like King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd? Contemplate that for a while.
Yeah, real cute.
Look at this now. Roma showing us that power. And Carvello looking to get back to his corner to make the tag to Terry Gibbs, but it's not going to happen. Suplex coming up. Well executed. Almost as well as the Hitman.
Not quite.
I call him, if you've listened to any of the broadcasts, Angela, I refer to the Hitman as the man who just executes with perfection.
He is good, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He is good, yes. Yeah. We like him at the foundation.
I'm sure you do. Of course, still at the helm, at the realm of the foundation, one Jimmy Hart. Is he not?
Yes, he is. He's the captain.
Tag made, SD Jones, and right out again, another quick tag made. Terry Gibbs on the receiving end of an arm wringer there. Oh, and I got him out of that in a hurry.
That wasn't actually a gouge.
It wasn't. It appeared that way to me, James. Of course, I've been known to not see things clearly all the time. A lot of people have been correcting me of late.
Well, they talk about the pretty boys in professional wrestling. As a prime example is Garabella.
Gino Garabella.
Yes, and Gibbs, a prime example of two good-looking young wrestlers.
You mean as opposed to a Paul Roma?
Yeah. You call him good-looking? Tough like that, a bodybuilder?
I don't think he has any trouble getting a date for Saturday night.
Look at the illegal punches by SD. Just look.
SD looking for a suplex of his own right here. Oh, snapped it over. Shades of the Dynamite Kid.
Holding the trunks. Look at that.
SD Jones going to work on Terry Gibbs now on the outside. Referee having a rough time. Big left hand, right hand missed there by Gino once again. Atomic drop. Gino won't be sitting down too well for the next week or two. I see some unorthodox things go down inside the ring when the Hart Foundation is in there as well, Jim. Some of those double team things that you do are not exactly kosher. Would you agree or disagree with that?
At the foundation, we go take a lot of time going over the rule book and doing everything to the book.
Exactly. I figured that would be the kind of answer I'd get. SD with a left hand right between the eyes and a headbutt. Down goes Gino. Fortunately for him, he was close enough to make the tag, and the fresh Terry Gibbs steps in. You see something amusing about that, do you? Enlighten us, Anvil. You're grinning. Terry Gibbs, you know quite a bit about him, Anvil, a friend of yours.
There we go.
Excellent wrestler.
Yes, he is. Here they go.
Slingshot, right to the lower abdomen, big right hand. Anvil certainly liked that move. Another quick tag made, and Carvello. I don't agree with that. Carvello took quite a beating in there, and he's only been out for a few seconds, and Gibbs tagged him right back in again. Look out, big backdrop. Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you. Tag team action here in the World Wrestling Federation. Gorilla Monsoon along with Jim the Anvil Neidhart Here in the broadcast position, S.D. Jones and Paul Roma will be might be looking to sign a contract with the name of the Heart Foundation on it very shortly.
I would welcome that wholeheartedly.
I'm sure you would. Oh, look at this. Double team effort.
Wait. No.
Over, slammed his partner
Wait a
right
minute.
down on top of Carvello. This one is history.
Wait just a minute.
What happened, Jim? Did you see something go wrong in there?
That was extremely illegal in their tag team. Only one man in the arena.
Well, there's a 5 count involved. Let's get
One man in the ring.
word.
Real cute. Real cute.
Doing commentary with me on that particular match, one Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and in fact, in our feature match coming up very shortly, we're going to take a look at the Heart Foundation as they take on the former World Tag Team Champions, Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Do you need medical assistance?
I demand an apology.
An apology?
Yes.
An apology for what?
I
for
never laid
having
a
that
hand on you.
Goofball calling me?
I never laid a hand on you.
I never
You
touched
struck,
you either.
You struck me with the phone.
Well, it was purely intentional.
Oh, see? That's nice.
We'll be back with our
Would you like
feature
another
match
part?
right after this special interview.
Oh, and
Thank you very
everything
much,
you-
Gorilla. Now, Gorilla, as you well know, throughout your career, you were embroiled in many, many feuds, and certainly the gentleman by your side, Bobby the Brain Heenan, has been embroiled in a number of feuds and, very honestly, caused a number of feuds. But I think both of you would have to agree that what has taken place between Jake the Snake Roberts and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is one of the most hotly contested feuds where there is literally no love between those two men. That an understatement. And Ricky, these last few months, the fans know it well. It started on Saturday night's main event. It continued right on national television when you brought out the Creature feature. And certainly nothing has been settled between you and the Snake.
Nothing has really been settled, Kenny. You know something, when you talk about feuds, as I heard earlier, you think back and you think about so-and-so and so-and-so, like a wrestler that hurt so-and-so's ribs with a bear hug. A man put a figure 4 on the individual's leg and tore his knee out. You know, but with all these type of injuries, you also hear about and you read about in the wrestling magazines in reports that after the injury, so-and-so has come back stronger than ever. So-and-so is healed. He's 110%. Now, I'm not going to get up here and make excuses for what happened to me. I'll be the first person to admit to you and to everybody out there that when there was a time that I got my butt kicked, brother, I got it kicked. You know, the man was just better than me. But that particular injury that I suffered, you know, my head, the skull, and cement floor, it just doesn't jive with each other. You know, those two do not mix. It was a serious injury. I can tell you all day long how serious it was because I spent 2 weeks in the hospital. But there will come a time in which everybody will see me somewhere around exactly how I feel towards Jake the Snake.
We haven't heard the end of the Snake and the Dragon. Stay with us. More prime time right after this.
Well, we're back, wrestling fans, and as you can see, the crybaby has disappeared again, maybe permanently. Let's hope. But our feature match coming up, tremendous tag team action. Former World Wrestling Federation tag team champions Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik meeting one of the top teams here in the top 3 in the World Wrestling Federation, the Heart Foundation, a real test to see who, in fact, will be deemed #1 challenger for the British Bulldogs. Let's go to ringside right now.
This is a special tag team attraction, one fall with a 30-minute time limit. First, I'd like to introduce the manager, the world-renowned Doctor of Style, Slick. And he represents from Iran, weighing 258 pounds, the Iron Sheik. And from Russia, weighing 313 pounds, Nikolai Volkov. And team number 2, the Heart Foundation. From Calgary, Canada, weighing 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart. his partner from Reno, Nevada, weighing 280 pounds, Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Are you people shut up and respect the Russia?
Mr. Volkov would like you all to rise as he sings the Russian national anthem.
Taking exception to the Russian national anthem, and pandemonium broken loose here in the Boston Garden. Gorilla Monsoon along with Alfred Hayes, and what a matchup this is going to be.
Oh, this is one I've looked forward to for such a long time, and look at the way it started. This is just excitement upon excitement. Anvil wasted no time there. He was really antagonized by the singing of the Russian national anthem, and he let Volkov have it.
I think it's the first time I've ever heard cheers gone up for the Hart Foundation from this crowd here in the Boston Garden, or any arena for that matter, but they're in there with the former champions Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik under the tutelage of their new manager, Slick.
Yes, I've never seen Slick before, so you're going to have to fill me in on some of his history and what he's attempting to achieve.
Alfred, the entire wrestling world is cognizant of the fact that the cheapskate, Freddie Blassie, sold half of his interest in his entire stable to Slick.
Well, I'm blessed. Now, I never would have thought that would have happened, ever, knowing Blassie. He must have got a pretty good price.
A ton of money.
Oh,
the big Russian with shoulder blocks, sending the hitman down. Oh, look at the cartwheel.
Oh.
Check out the cartwheel. Look out. The hitman down in front. Watch out. Beautiful drop kick. Sends a big Russian down to the canvas. There's the tag made to the Sheik.
Volkov tasted some of Bret Hart's magic there and decided to give his tag team partner a chance to have some of that for himself.
You can bet that the winner of this matchup will definitely be in line for a title shot at the reigning world champions, the British Bulldogs, Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith.
Whoa! Good move by Hart. Look at that. And Sheik, the former world heavyweight champion, clean over the top ropes, and he looks to be in considerable agony.
Oh, Slick over there checking him out. Beautiful maneuver on the part of the hitman, who I'd like to say has excellence of execution. A man who, since coming to the World Wrestling Federation, has improved 1,000%.
Yes, I was about to say that, Gorilla. We've commented on that many, many times, the vast improvement he's made. And I think he's ready for this type of test.
Look out!
Oh, my word! He is ready for this. He is up to it.
They are really doing a number on the former champions. And now the Sheik rammed into the boot of the Anvil.
And the Sheik was looking to his partner, but his partner wasn't in that corner.
Hitman having it all his own way. Backbreaker coming up. Yes, well executed, as always.
Now where's he going?
Going up to the second turnbuckle on the inside, but look at that. The big Russian came over, interfering there in the corner. And now, 3 men inside the ring. Referee trying to put somebody out.
He's trying to get Neidhart out, but Neidhart's having none of that.
In the meantime, double team effort going on in the corner. Well, it took something like that to get the advantage on the hitman. Whoa, what a clothesline. Caught him right under the nose.
Could have dislocated his jaw there, I don't know. That was a vicious-looking clothesline.
Another slingshot coming up here. Oh, double axe handle. Oh, look at that. He spat on him, Alfred.
That is disgusting. That really is.
There's no place for that in the world of professional wrestling.
He's not going to hurt him by spitting on him, but it's a disgusting, depraved act.
Now the Hitman in the wrong part of town as he's feeling the wrath of the former World Tag Team Champions, Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. The Anvil yet to get legally involved in this match, Alfred.
Really, and when he does come in, I bet he comes in with a vengeance, because Bret Hart, who started off so magnificently, is now beginning to feel the wrath of the Iranian and the Russian.
Oh, nice sunset flip, cut the leg. Look at the referee being distracted here. His shoulders are down. Could have had an easy 3 count, maybe a 10 count. Give me a break, ref. The action with Slick in attendance, but unfortunately, the mouth of the South definitely not. Oh, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
What, did you turn into a bag man now?
No, I didn't turn into a bag. I had to go get some ice.
Plenty of action in this particular tag team matchup, wrestling fans, and we're going to be bringing you
there,
this
I hope you're
match
proud of yourself,
in its
Monsoon.
entirety in just a moment, regardless of the physical injuries. We'll be back.
Taking you to court.
Tough, strong professional wrestler, professional manager, and you got a bag of ice on you. Give me a break. Plenty of action still to come in this tremendous tag team matchup, so we're going to go back to Beantown and the Boston Garden for the conclusion of this tag. Let's go. You're a little bit late, about a half an hour. Yeah. And we'll get in on the referee's case as well. In the meantime, the big Russian steps out, an abdominal stretch slapped on by the Sheik.
I can see that Slick didn't only buy half the interest from Blassie, he bought a half of his sneaky moves as well.
Not going to be successful with this move, no way, shape, or form. Doesn't have that left leg anchored around there. And the Hitman's going to come out of here. Very good. Oh, nice quick elbow, but the Sheik a goner.
Sheik must have moved really quick there because Bret Hart was coming in like an express train.
Gut wrench suplex coming up.
Oh, forced him down into the mat canvas. And Bret Hart really feeling that.
Oh, the Sheik here going for the camel clutch. Got those arms back, whips it on right in the center of the ring.
And he's got him there.
The Anvil stepping in. He knows it's curtains if he doesn't.
Well, that's 1-for-1 because they had them pinned the other time, as you said, for half an hour almost.
Score's all tied now.
Right. Another suplex coming up here on Hart. We'll see how resilient he is after this.
Oh, nice block by Bret.
Two blocks.
Oh,
wow.
Got him up.
Oh.
He needs to make a tag to the Anvil here.
That was a tremendous effort.
Up in the air, but he runs right into the tag. Quick tag made there to Nikolai. Oh, he blocked that shot and a roundhouse right of his own. And look at this, 3 men inside the ring now. Double knocker by the Anvil. And this crowd is going bananas.
Look at the Anvil. He wants to hurt these men more than anything.
Another drop kick.
That before. 2 drop kicks, and he's got him.
Could be all over. Nope, not quite.
A little bit slow on the count there, the referee.
The Anvil now with an Irish whip on the big Russian. Finds an elbow right underneath the chin, over for the cover. Look at that right arm is out of there, no way.
You've got
look at this, all 4 men inside now, as the Hitman decided he'd had enough of that. Pandemonium broken loose here in the Boston Garden.
In the meantime, the Anvil is making...
Oh, look at that! The Sheik from the outside, scooping the leg of the Anvil. Oh, it's over.
Oh, that's wrong. The referee was completely distracted there. Didn't see that move at all. And I'm afraid that is a travesty of justice.
Miscarriage, Alfred, miscarriage of justice here in the Boston Garden. As the leg was pulled, but it's going to go down in the record books as a victory. Let's get it.
The winners of this match, the team of the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov.
Very unpopular decision here in the Boston Garden, especially due to the outside interference that we're going to take a look at right now. Let's go back to the video replay. Look at this.
And look at the referee.
Sheik like a snake down there. Look at the Anvil picks up the big Russian right now, and the Sheik reaches right in, scoops that left leg, knocks the pins out from under him. The 300 pounds plus coming down, knocking the wind out of the Anvil. There's the referee. When you don't want him around, he's
Really?
right there to make the
He certainly took his time putting Bret Hart out, and that was when the damage was done.
Well, I don't think that the Hart Foundation needs to feel very badly about that loss, because they put on a tremendous effort here, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of Slick, I'm sure, in the weeks and months to come here in the World Wrestling Federation, and a lot more of that former champion team will be back. Well, I can't believe that the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, knowing the importance, the magnitude of that match, knowing that possibly whoever was victorious there would be deemed #1 challenger and get a shot at the champions, that he would not be in attendance.
You know, talking about Paul Orndorff again.
Who's talking about
I'm going to
Paul
talk
Orndorff?
about him.
Go ahead.
I may next week have him stand right here.
Highly
Not that I
unlikely.
need a bodyguard, but you just can't push people around and do these things. You just can't do that to me.
What, can I expect some kind of litigation
Yes, you
from
can.
this?
Yes, you can. Can somebody get a shot of this?
It's an occupational hazard.
Which camera? Look at that. Now, is that nice?
Isn't that a
Isn't that
shame?
nice? I might lose 2 nails. I don't know if it's broke or not. Just because you have a little bit of a temper, because you were put in your place by Mr. Wonderful.
No, Mr.
Just like
Wonderful,
Hulk Hogan was
Mr.
put in his
Wonderful
place.
was making an attempt to do that. You're going to have to do this whole thing. Wow, this is unbelievable. Look at you, got water coming from everywhere. There's water, don't you? Bobby the Brain Heenan
I
doesn't
can't
have
help
enough brains to put ice in a bag that doesn't have any
But
holes
I know
in
this
it.
would be a primetime bag.
Oh,
Let me tell you something. Last week I was out here. You tried to tear all the lettering off my coat and embarrass me. This week, Paul Orndorff puts you in your place, and what do? You retaliate because he isn't here, so you smash my hand with a telephone. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Monsoon. I'm going to get on the phone with my attorneys, and whatever you have, your Rolex, your diamonds, your home, everything you got, is going to belong to me, pal.
Jeez, I'm
Gonna
really
belong to
scared
me.
to death. You really worried me. I won't be able to sleep for the next week or so. Suppose Jack Tunney calls you while you're making this call to your lawyers.
wait a
What
minute.
then? Suppose Jack tries to call you
Hold
right
on
now, the
just a minute.
president. of
If
the
Jack Tunney called, floor man, I'm going to hang up here.
Oh,
you
good.
tell me if the phone rings. I am going to go use the payphone.
Oh, good. Take a hike. Get out. Give me a look at got water everywhere. Almost took a bump. Unbelievable.
Somebody let me know if that phone rings.
Bobby the Brain Heenan. He went down. Not too smart. Gorilla Monsoon. Say, oh, there it goes. That's probably Jack right now. So long, everybody. Till next time.